Hey guys, Danny Johnson here, and we had a fantastic time at Willow Springs Raceway with Curt and his Cobra, and so I just wanted to document a little bit of this. And so for me, I was having a lot of fun. I got a new tow hitch. I made a lot of videos on trailer weights and hooking up trailers, and I really liked having this. I brought every conceivable tool, including a lot of my power tools. I had over 100 pounds worth of tools with me. We went and got the trailer, and while we were there were some really cool cars in what seemed to be like an impound lot or a wrecking yard here. It's really sad to see because I would love to see these cars out on the track just the same. It was you had a Trans Am here, just kind of sitting here, and rough shape, but definitely salvageable. So hopefully someone ends up with that one. Some older Firebirds like this one here, and so. Then some GTOs. This was a 5.7 GTO. The whole front of this one was smashed in. But sad to see these awesome cars just kind of rotting away here. Maybe someday somebody will get them. But anyway, we hooked up the trailer. I had a lot of fun doing the towing. I'm so glad I had the right equipment for this. We were 700 pounds tongue weight, which would have been way too much for my other ball and hitch. And so the Denali did a great job. It has self-activated airbags. And we just had a lot of fun together as friends. We all jumped in and got the trailer ready. Curt pulled it on up. We strapped it down and just had a good time. And we were taking it easy. We weren't going to be racing that same day, so it was just a nice casual day of getting everything ready and tooling down the highway. And we made sure that we folded down the fender here. A lot of people don't know that folds down. I didn't know it the first time I ever used one of these trailers, and we wanted to make sure it wasn't going to scrape because this car is lower than usual, so everything looked good there, and just got everything all hooked up and ready to go. Now I slightly overinflated the tires when I was at home with the air compressor so that I had air to work with. I didn't want to get to a point where I had to add air and find a station that had air or anything like that, but I really want to say the Denali did an awesome job towing. It kept its temperature, it kept speed on hills. I did a whole review on a lot of this, so check the video description if you haven't seen those videos yet. But it was a great, comfortable tow vehicle with cold air conditioning the whole time, and we really just enjoyed the trip out there. Please make sure that you check out, if you haven't already, Justin SVT's videos on this. He had a really good documentary since he was in the back seat. He was able to record a lot of the trip there and a lot of the scenery. And when we got into Barstow, Curt was so nice. He bought us all lunch at McDonald's. We really like going to this one since it's kind of not your traditional McDonald's. You actually have train cars that they used to allow you to sit in. It was kind of closed still. But this is what it would look like, and so it was kind of cool to see train cars converted into a restaurant, so we like going there. While we were there, this strange guy came up to us, asked for money, and I was just like, sorry, no. And he looked at us all funny like, well, look at your tow vehicle and your Mustang Cobra, you obviously have money. But what was weird is he started following us around, and we went to several gas stations just having problems with the pumps not working, and he was following us to each of them. So we were kind of on guard, watching out for each other and making sure he wasn't going to do anything weird, getting his plate and all that kind of thing. But he kind of creeped us out a little bit. But anyway, we got to Willow Springs International Raceway, and so we pulled in there the day before we were going to be racing just to get our little arm wristband tickets and everything like that. Curt was nice enough to pay our way for that too. And so we went in there and just got to look at the track for the first time. It was the first time that I had ever been there, and it was really neat to see. It's a very historic racetrack. You'll see in Justin SVT's video how he talks about how it was in the Ford versus Ferrari movie and everything like that. So it was really cool to see, and we were just really happy that the trip went uneventful and just a nice casual trip out there. And so next it was just going over to the hotel, and so we were going to relax. As you may have seen, Savage Mach came over, and we got to see his Mach 1 and enjoy it for a few minutes and just hang out and spend time together. We later ate right next door at Marie Callender's, which, you know, you get hungry when you travel, and we had a really nice meal there, so that was always good. And I was a little bit worried to leave the car with the trailer and everything out, and tools and everything, to tell you the truth. So I was happy when we got over to the raceway the next morning and got the car unloaded and got ready to go for the day. It was a beautiful morning. The Bullet Club was back there in the background, as you can see. A lot of really cool cars, since it was the Mustang Club of America. And so we got to see some really neat cars, some very special cars that you probably wouldn't see on a regular day over there at the raceway. So we went ahead and had Curt back it off and just activated our pit crew. And so Justin, SVT, and I got to looking the car over and just making sure that it was ready for the track, and went around and torqued all the lug nuts again. And it's just really nice to be able to have one car with 3 people on it, so we could tag team this thing and look it all over, and you know, just pit crew it. So we took turns going around and checking everything, and checked the coolants, checked the tire pressure, checked the oil level, everything like that. And then the car went off for inspection, and so everything went well there, and we were ready to roll. Once he came back from inspection real quick, we wiped down the windshield and everything, made sure that it was going to be an enjoyable drive, and nothing like a nice clean car to race around the track. And you know, a lot of race cars are pretty rough shape. That's their purpose, is just to race them around the track. It was really cool to see such a nice car with 39,000 miles, beautiful condition, and just show that you can have a race car that's also very well kept. And so it was a treat to be around such a nice Terminator, to be around Curt, who's so knowledgeable with the racing, and we just had a great time. We really did. And so I have a full video coming up with different edits of the dash cam and flybys and everything like that. So I'll let you watch that video, but here's just a few small clips. Seen in the walk around video I did on Curt's Cobra that he wired up a switch to the electric intercooler pump, so you can flip that on and the car can continue to circulate the intercooler pump fluid and cool it down while you're in the pits. So that was kind of fun and really cool.
Well, at least I didn't do anything stupid.
make sure you see my upcoming video. It has all the footage from inside and outside the car on several laps. It was really a lot of fun. And you're taking turns 90 miles an hour plus. It's a lot faster. The camera never does it justice. But anyway, we put the car back onto the trailer after day 2 and strapped it down. Take a look at these tires. They did a fantastic job. They're basically drag radials with a tread wear of 100, and so they're super soft and sticky. I was amazed with how well the car gripped and how hard you could take turns with them. And of course it melts them pretty good, and you pick up everybody else's rubber and rocks and everything like that, but they're still good for a few more passes on the track. But anyway, we were so thrilled with the car. It did a fantastic job. No overheating, no problems, just a great time. And then Curt took us in, and we got to eat there at the restaurant, and I tried the Willow burger, and then we headed home.
I just had one. I was in the garage when I was waxing the car. In the fluorescence, you can kind of see where the stickers are. You know how like fluorescent lights show everyone's hand. So I was waxing.
So anyway, we had a great time. We were very grateful that everything went so perfectly. And so make sure you see the other videos that I'm going to be posting soon for the whole racetrack experience, and the other ones that I've already made. We met some other really cool people along the way, people we know from YouTube and Instagram. And so check out all the videos. Make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thanks, guys.